you mentioned a moment ago this idea of playing God.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't you imagine, Isabelle, that that's how people might have reacted when penicillin was invented, right? Or aspirin, or even go back further in time. Anything that actually is an unnatural treatment for some kind of an illness, for example, or a wound, or something like that. That basically, you're just playing God now, because normally shouldn't this poor soldier who's been wounded just die? No, we have penicillin now. So it makes me think, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth for sure, but it was this phrase, playing God, that I realized, well, isn't every advance seen by somebody as humans stepping into this zone where maybe ethically they shouldn't, because this is not something that we normally can do? Oh, but it's just chemistry, right? It's just physics. Oh, it's just medicine. Oh, it's just information technology. Oh, it's just AI. I mean, this is an Overton window in its own way, right? Mm-hmm. That, if you go far enough into the future, when all of these things are just common, they're just common parts of our everyday life, there will be something else, and that will also raise our eyebrows and say, "Oh, we can't play God." I don't know. I don't know if you want to react to that, but I just thought that maybe it's more natural for human beings to have that reaction. But we're having that reaction right now because AI is the current thing. Right?
Absolutely.
But going back in time, and it would have been the same reaction from the same people, more or less, but about something that now is just part of our everyday lives.
And I think that's why I am
the polio vaccine, something like that, right?
Absolutely. And you have so many examples, and I'm certainly not against progress, and I love AI, and I use it every time, and I don't want to stop AI at all, because I just want us to realize what's at stake using AI, so that we can protect ourselves or train ourselves to be good, not partners, but to know how to use AI correctly.
Right.
Now, there's a good example when it comes to technologies that originally people thought would never be accepted. The telephone. Back last century, there was this article, and I think in the, what was the name of this academic paper, The American, I think. Anyway, an academic paper stating that the telephone, this metallic thing that allows people to talk at a distance, will never be a success, because dignity in communication is talking to someone face to face.
Oh.
And,
they're not wrong.
They're not wrong. Nevertheless, technology really thrived.
Right.
And so that's an example that I like to use, because we all use the telephone all the time, and now it's evolved into something else.
Right.
So that's why I'm thinking that AI will thrive, regardless of whether we like it or not. Mm-hmm. And it's a good thing, because nobody would want to go back. But we have to realize what it means. And I think it's super good that we've got academics studying the brain evolution using AI.
Yes.
And that we can start developing resilience towards a world that is changing, so that we remain relevant even in a world that is disrupted by machines and AI. And there are a lot of cognitive changes that are seen when you look at brains of people who use AI and those who don't use AI. Like, memory is weakening, or the ability to read a full text and extract the full meaning is weakening.
Right.
And that is throughout all generations, right?
Yes.
And it's happening super fast.
Right.
So what I'm thinking is, if we manage to identify all those risks and changes, and we say, all right, we don't want to become the thing of AI. AI is a tool, and it should remain a tool, but it's a very different one.
Yes.
I mean, tools are neither good nor bad. It depends on the way you use them, right? And except that AI is just not used to help us do something. It can do things for us. It's agentic, right? And it is also empathetic, or we think it is because it's mimicking empathy.
Yes.
So we love our chatty, right? So we have to now learn how to develop a relationship with a non-human entity.
Right.
We didn't learn that as kids, and current kids at schools are not taught to use the tool, knowing the risk and the opportunities, because there are lots of opportunities out there as well. And so that's why I really think we need to look at this amazing technology, but take a step back and look way forward, like what you as a futurist would do.
Right.
Make many scenarios and think, okay, so let's plan for different outcomes, and let's be ready to still thrive, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, one of the big risks that we see currently for the society is the blackout. That's a list. It's not a risk for the society. It's a risk for for the country, the economy, that we have a blackout like there was in Lisbon a few months back, but longer. If that happens, or if there is an electromagnetic bomb of some kind that grills our electronic systems, we need to be able to pursue our activity and our being as a human in an analog world. So that means that le réduit,
an analog world, because everything electronic, you'll be non-functioning during this period. Oh, yes, I see what you mean.
And these are real risks that, and I'm not blaming anyone. We know that if there are in the electrical system, if suddenly there's an imbalance.
Yes.
And there's no bad people there. It's just
it just
something happens.
Right. Solar flare or something.
Voilà.
Yep.
And a solar flare, exactly.
Right.
You need to be able to pursue economic activities and societal activities despite the digital world being dead for a while.
Right.
And if you become too dependent on those tools, there's a risk, and it's a real risk. Yeah. So what I'm thinking in terms of cognitive war, if AI is used as a weapon, which is what I'm studying because I'm a member of this commission, then the new réduit, le réduit suisse, would be the analog world. We need to be able to move to a totally analog world with paper and smoke signals and no, I'm kidding. But I mean, we have to think of all what could happen. These are scenarios, so I'm sure
that's a little sort of a survivalist type of thing, right? In a way, I mean, there are lots of these zombie apocalypse type movies, right? That it's a post-apocalyptic world, which basically means none of these things function anymore. So it's every man for himself. Now, now that's the doomsday. That's the doomsday scenario.
But think of those people in Lisbon,
right?
With I don't know how many hours of
I don't remember.
That was a few months back.
Yeah.
And it was a shock.
Yes.
Because it lasted longer than just, the 45 minutes everybody's used to nowadays. And if it's a risk, if it's a real risk,
right.
And again, I'm not saying, oh my God, bad people are going to, unplug Switzerland. That's not the idea. It's just, you were talking about the sun flare.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If this happens, just let's be ready. Let's not forget the analog part of us.
Right.
And
does that mean somehow each individual needs to be trained on how to fall back into that kind of condition?
Well,
I mean, how do you make sure that the entire country, you mentioned the réduit, the
analog réduit.
the readout, it's called in English, right? Which is basically the super defensive stance that the country would take.
The worst case, yeah.
That's the very worst case, obviously, right? Sort of retreating into this fortress in a way, right? So, but that makes sense what you're saying. However, how do you get a population of 9 or 10 million to, get up to speed on actually how to survive those Let's just say it goes on for 2 weeks, something like that.
I don't want to, like be the doomsday
No.
person. And
No, but this is a scenario, right? How would you prepare
it's
for
a
it?
scenario like you like to prepare. And I'm thinking when it comes to school, they're like easy things. The scouts,
Yeah.
kids
Okay.
used to go to the scouts for fun.
Right.
I mean, it was not teaching. It was not a class thing, but they
did
knew how
learn.
to do a fire. They knew how to find their way in the woods without, GPS.
Right.
In woods. So why not push this forward in a way?
I
So
see.
that's one thing. I'm just thinking out loud here,
Yeah, right,
because I don't have a list ready.
Right.
But, I'm also a president of the Swiss Federation for Civil Protection.
Yes.
Right. And we realize that things are happening, and we've got an amazing system helping us just in case they're ready, just like army is, or, we need to help the protection civile, the civil protection, and the army
Right.
get better
Right.
for this century.
Sure.
But nevertheless, it's very interesting to see that things happen, things could happen. And I think today, the major risks, they are not only because some enemy will attack us, but there could be a new COVID.
Right.
Who's to blame? Nobody. You
Right.
just have to find a way. And it's important that we don't rely only on the state, on the army, on the protection civile, the police or whomever, to tell us what we need to do and to feed us.
Right.
We need to help our country, move into a mode of
Resilience.
Of resilience.
Yes.
If that happens,
Yes.
that means we should have some kind of reserve.
Yes.
That's food, but even it's on the website of the Confederation.
Right.
There's like les réserves de guerre, the war reserves. You should have this.
The things that you need in your bomb shelter in your basement, right?
Yeah, but nobody has this.
I know.
Nobody has this.
Full of
And I
skis
think-
and wine.
And it's not, like the preppers and the survivalists and
Yeah.
we need to have a gun. That's not it. It's just, if you're ready, you're able to help the others.
Right.
And you're able to let the system get into speed so that the economy functions, so that the society is calm.
Right.
And otherwise, you look at those blackouts in like the one in Portugal.
Yes.
There was, there's like, oh my God, I need to go buy paper, like toilet paper. I need to go do this and this and this. No, just be ready. Know that this is a scenario. I mean, I'm with the scenario specialist, so this is a scenario, could happen. I mean, it's not among like the things that we know for sure will happen in the next 6 months.
Right.
So it's like having an insurance.
Yes.
I mean, Swiss are the kings of insurance, generally. We are overinsured in so many things, but not in this.
Interesting.
So why not have a bit of food that can last longer, that just basic stuff, and also an information that, because when something should happen like this, nobody knows where to go, what to take, what to not forget, absolutely.
Right.
Nobody is ready for that.
Right.
So I think here there is an awareness that we have to create within the population so that everybody becomes part of the Swiss resilience.
Yeah.